everyone. Earlier in the day, I actually filmed the Ride or Die makeup tag. All the makeup is actually sitting right in front of me here because I haven't put it away. And I was, in the last week or so, I feel like everyone has been filming the makeup that they wore in high school tag video. And I've been watching them and they're so fun. I just watched Zenora's, and first of all, I love Zenora, so no matter what she does, I'm always gonna love her, but she totally inspired me to do this video. And so yeah, I am also going to do the makeup that I wore in high school tag. I have no makeup on right now because it is actually nighttime, and I was gonna film this tomorrow morning, but I have to do something in the morning now, so I was like, I might as well just take off the makeup I was wearing earlier and do this really quick and then go to bed and not have to wear this makeup in the day. So yeah, this for me is actually going to be kind of a twofer. And I am doing this because I was not really a beauty girl until I graduated high school. So I decided to do well, that's not true. I did really love beauty products, but I had no idea what I was doing until I was like 19, 20. So I have always loved beauty products. I've always been really into all of that, but I didn't try to learn until I was like out of high school. So this video is actually going to be the makeup that I wore in middle school as well as high school. So yeah, I fully committed to this, and I got my hair wet and it's up in a bun, and Pixie Woo, Sam from Pixie Woo actually did her hair in her, so I was like, I might as well commit. I also wanted to do a hair mask, so I have a hair mask in. So yeah, I got my hair wet and it's up in a bun, and I'm gonna do a little bit of like a context to this video because there was a reason why I did most of the things that I did. The first one being I had no idea what I was doing. The second one being that I was a competitive swimmer. I was not the fastest, but I was into it. Like, it was the thing that I was most best at in my own little world, and I was really into it. So in high school, I had swim practice in the morning at 5:30 in the morning, 30 minutes away from where I lived. I would swim until like 7, get out of the pool, get dressed, get to school by 8, and then after school, I would go back to the pool 30 minutes away from where I lived from like 4 to 6:30 and swim, and then go back home, eat dinner, do my homework, sleep, and do the same thing the next day. So my hair was literally always wet and always in a bun in high school. And so, yeah, that's this. And then I decided to do middle school again because my high school makeup wasn't all that interesting. So, yeah. Going back to the history of my life, again, I've always kind of been a beauty girl. I've always liked beauty products, in other words. My mom would get the little samples from Clinique, or my grandma would give me like a random lipstick or let me wear her lipstick once in a while. And I just always loved red lipstick. I always loved looking at my mom's like makeup stuff, and she'd give me the samples from Clinique, and I was just like always into it, but I had no idea what I was doing. Fortunately for the world, when I turned 13, 14, like 12 or 13, in 7th grade, Avril Lavigne became popular. So this is where this video is going to start. Thank you, Avril Lavigne, for writing a really catchy song and wearing a lot of black eyeliner. My first real forays into wearing makeup every day came from Avril Lavigne. And the fact that she wore a lot of black eyeliner. So I remember one of the first makeup things that I ever got or purchased on my own was a black Wet n Wild eyeliner. I don't have a black Wet n Wild eyeliner anymore. They still make eyeliner, but this is just a random eye pencil from Julep. This is the Kajal eyeliner, and it comes with brown shimmer and carbon black. The brown shimmer I'm going to use later, but thanks to Avril Lavigne, we're going to put a lot of eyeliner on today. Along with the eyeliner thing, Avril Lavigne was really into skateboarding. I couldn't skateboard, so I didn't. And she was also really into hanging out with dudes. So I had mostly guy friends when I was in middle school, and I wore a lot of baggy clothing, and mimicked a lot of Avril Lavigne because I just thought she was so cool. Before that, my musical like tastes were like the Spice Girls and Britney Spears and stuff. And when I was like 4th grade and 5th grade, yeah, I had a frosty blue eyeshadow that I wore once in a while, but it was never like a thing that I did every day. I did this black eyeliner almost every day in 7th and 8th grade. And I never did the top. I only did the bottom like this. So I actually did waterline as well before I knew what waterlining was. Oh, I just poked myself in the eye. So this is basically what I looked like every day in middle school, eye-wise. The other thing in middle school that got super popular were those Smith's Rosebud lip balms and just like lip swackers lip balms. So the other thing that I would do was wear a lip balm every day. When I went to 8th grade, I also, because I hung out with a friend one day and she said maroon eyeshadow looked really good on me, I had gotten this like random little like, you know, the kids makeup kits that come with like the like 5s like eyeshadows that are not like totally kid colors. There was like a maroon in there, so I would eventually put like maroon eyeshadow on, and I had a dark lipstick from Clinique that I wore that my mom gave me that she didn't want to wear, and so I felt so edgy. But this is essentially what I did in middle school thanks to Avril Lavigne. The other thing that I did in middle school that was really popular was buy some stuff from Benefit. Benefit has a freestanding store in my town. I've talked about this in a random video a while ago. And Benefit, I live in a very affluent town, so a lot of the girls in my grade in my school had Benefit's lip glosses, which originally came in packaging that looked very similar to this. And they had these. These were the show-offs from Benefit, and they were powder iridescent eyeshadows. And you guys do the math. I was in 7th grade in 2003, and it's now 2016, and I still have these. And what we would do is put this on our eyelids. This is the color Bambi. This is the color Pistachio. Pistachio was it for me. It was so cool. And then they changed their packaging and I got 2 other ones. This is in Meringue, which was a shimmery. This was the other one that was like my favorite. It was a white with like a purple iridescence, and then Lola, which is a pink with like a purple iridescence. But I'm going to put on Pistachio for you guys today. And then I'm subsequently going to take it off and hope I don't go blind. But what we would do is take this on our fingers like this, and just put it on our eyelids like this. No fuss, no muss. And then take a little bit and brush the top of our eyelashes so that it was like iridescent on top of our eyelashes. And then obviously I still had the black Avril Lavigne eyeliner while I did this. This was all with a finger because I didn't even know about makeup brushes until I was like 19, so 12-year-old me did this every day, or not every day, but often enough. And this is just what we did. These Benefit eyeshadows, the show-offs, were the coolest. They're still the coolest. I don't know why they discontinued these, but these are awesome. So yeah, we had these Benefit eyeshadows, poorly blended, and some Benefit lip glosses, and that was it. So this was me in 7th and 8th grade, and this evolved into something else, which I'm going to take this top part off a little bit, and then I'll see you in a second. Going back to the fact that I swam every day, my makeup consisted basically of nothing. For freshman and sophomore year, I think, about freshman and sophomore year, I didn't do very much other than mascara. This guy is a little sample from Clinique. This is a new sample from Clinique. This is not one of the ones that my mom gave me, but they still have the same packaging. I remember getting this type of mascara and the one in the green tube, the light green tube, the naturally glossy mascara. And I would wear mascara once in a while, or just like a little bit of eyeliner like this once in a while. And that was it, because that's all I had time for. These guys were also super popular with me and my friends on the swim team. This is the Mentha lip tint from you can get them at Bath & Body Works, but C.O. Bigelow is the brand. That and the Smith's Rosebud Balm. Those were still super popular, and we just put a lot of this on or Burt's Bees on, and that was my makeup in the first 2 years of high school. And then I started wearing other makeup, which consists of Bare Minerals. I got a Bare Minerals set when I was a junior in high school, and my grandma got it for me. It was the first like purchase that I've ever gotten. It was the first set of makeup brushes I'd ever gotten, and I was super into it. I specifically wanted the color Warmth, but I also used the Bare Minerals foundation. This is the matte one. I don't have the original anymore, but I'm gonna go get a brush for this. So this is not the original Bare Minerals brush that I have, but I don't think I actually own that brush anymore. So, you know, I just go in, not super heavy, but a little bit with this and swirl it on and pretend like it made a difference to my skin, even though I couldn't tell. I used this. The set came with 2 colors of foundation, which were not a total match for me, but I didn't know anything about it and didn't really make a difference because you can't tell. And they came with, it didn't come with a blush, but it came with the mineral veil. It also came with the Skin ID Skin Rubber Upper, which I had actually still been using when I started my YouTube channel in 2009. I basically only used the powder foundation for a while, but then I'd go in with a little bit of Warmth, which was like everyone's thing. I remember this girl in high school on my swim team. Her name was Alyssa. She used it and she was like mega tan, so it looked really good on her. But me and my friend Amelia would talk about like, oh, Warmth looks so good. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this on because we thought we were so cool when we put this on. Gonna put this on. Obviously I was much tanner in high school, so you couldn't really tell. I'm way pale now. When I was in high school, I was so tan because I swam every day, and I just put this on liberally. My face kind of like this too. And being tan was like really popular, so this is what I did. Oh shit, I just got this everywhere. I got this everywhere. Look, 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 it's going everywhere. I don't even know if you could see that, but it just got, wearing a white shirt. Who cares, right? Bare Minerals Warmth is everywhere. So face product wise, that was what I would do. And I had no rhyme or reason as to how I applied it. I did not know how to really apply it except for swirl, tap, brush, or whatever their slogan was in their infomercials. So yeah, that is like face product wise, junior and senior year of high school, what I did. And then I also got into Benefit again. I had been using their lip glosses. I still had these guys. I still used Meringue once in a while. I remember putting it on in the car. But then also Benefit had come out with cream eyeshadows. And I can't quite remember when I like figured it out, but some of the original colors that I bought, these are originals, were Busy Signal and Stiletto, and then there was like a black colored one. I really loved Busy Signal because it was like, oh, that's moldy. That has mold in it, so I'm not going to use it. Gonna throw it away after this video. I used Busy Signal a lot, which was like a creamy brown color. And then I also used Stiletto a lot, and Stiletto was the color that I used for prom. So what I would do, again, I'm gonna put this on my eyes and hope I don't go blind because this thing is, it's old. It's still creamy though. I put some on my eyelid like this and just kind of smudge it around like that and pretend like it looked really good. And I did this on the other eye. This is what I did for prom. I did this at school once in a while too, but not all that often because I went to swim practice every day and I didn't have time to do this every day. So I do that. And then I would take my brown eyeliner this time. So this is the brown from Julep, but I had a brown eyeliner. It was actually a Makeup Forever eyeliner, which I got at Sephora instead of going to swim practice one day. And I would put this underneath my eye and on top of my eye because, you know, I didn't know that this was called a smoky eye, but I just wanted dark, whatever, always dark on my eyes. So I did this. And this was essentially all the makeup that I wore. This was, again, what I wore to prom. And this is what I did once in a while to school if I had the time. And then once in a while I'd put on mascara. Again, this is that Clinique mascara, but not all the time. I do only a little bit, not a lot, because I had black eyelashes. So I was like, why do I need mascara? I have black eyelashes. And I do the bottom a little bit. And then once in a while I would wear this all day and then go to swim practice, and it would smudge like a lot. So let me just mimic that for you guys. It would smudge a lot. Kind of like this. And I thought it didn't look that bad, because being in chlorine, this is what makeup does to itself. So this is the makeup that I wore in high school. It looks so good. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. It's a little all over the place. And again, it's pretty humbling considering all of my favorite makeup of all time is sitting in front of me from the Ride or Die tag. And I have my like mega old Benefit shadows, this moldy Benefit cream shadow, and just like the humblest beginnings of makeup. Again, this was super popular, so I'll put a little bit of this on for the full effect. But this was me in high school. This was 2006, 2007 me, 2008 me. When I went to college, I did take some of these products and I did wear these once in a while. I actually wore Busy Signal quite a bit, that brown one that was moldy. I had like a graphite gray one that I wore a little bit as well, and I wore those in college and thought it was really cool as well. I did this and some mascara every day. And then, yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, I totally had one moment of total shame in middle school when I was just doing the black eyeliner. I wanted as much black as possible. So I remember I went to Japanese school every Saturday as an extra thing. It was so fun. It was not fun at all. And I was the only one that wore makeup anyway. But I also was just like, it was just not a good place for me. Like I did not speak fluent Japanese the way that all those other people did, because they went to Japan every summer. I had been to Japan once in my life, and primarily I spoke English at my house, and so nobody at that school was like very nice to me. I had a couple of friends, but like the people there were just not very nice. And then the teachers also did not facilitate anything for me. Like they didn't want to help me. Like they didn't want to help me. Like they expected you to speak Japanese there all the time. Like I was not going to do that, and I spoke English all the time there. But they just didn't help me learn or anything. So I sat in the back and had no idea what was going on every Saturday for like 10 years of my life, and I have never felt more stupid in my life. And honestly, it was the worst experience I've ever had. That aside, in my middle school phase, when I was wearing black eyeliner, I was like, no one's paying attention to me. I don't fucking care what I'm doing. So I just sat in the back and I thought, you know what would be a really good idea? If I got a black permanent marker and just like did more black under my eyes, because I'm so edgy. So I literally got the pen this close to my eye, and then the teacher finally looked at me and was like, you have enough makeup, in Japanese, and this is, I actually understood, you have enough makeup on, don't. And like the entire class turned around and looked at me as I had like a pen at my eye, and I was like, oh my God, like he actually cares about me. And then he went back to not caring about me in the slightest. But that was like my one real makeup shame, and it was all Avril Lavigne's fault. But yeah, that's just a random story I thought I would tell you guys. But anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. I'm gonna zoom out really quick so you guys can get the full effect of what I looked like in high school with the wet hair bun and this. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys liked this video. I don't know how I feel about this, but it is kind of fun to see how far I've come makeup wise, I guess. The whole point of me starting a YouTube channel was to teach myself and to go on a fun like new adventure makeup wise and just kind of embrace my love of beauty and see how much I could learn. So obviously I've come quite far. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. And no, I never ever did my eyebrows. These are my natural eyebrows. They end here. I said that in the ride or die tag, but look, they just end here, and this is how they were every day in school. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you have any makeup shame stories you'd like to tell me so we can all be on the same level, that would be great. Otherwise, you guys can just live with the fact that one time I did try to permanent marker my eyeball. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you guys soon.